So the problem is, and these problems, this is just how it looks over on our website, where you can get a lot more dosage practice of questions just like this. So the healthcare provider has ordered 1,000 mLs of lactated ringers to be given over 8 hours. The tubing drop factor is 20 drops per ml. What is the infusion flow rate in drops per minute? And we're going to record our answer to the nearest whole number. Now that we've read this, we can take a look and find out what we need, right? And what we have, all those knowns. The first thing I can plug in here is my ordered dose, which is that 1,000 mLs. And then we can go and find our administration time, which we see here is 8 hours. Our drop factor that's given to us is 20 drops per mil. And then what I'm looking for is going to be my drops per minute, which I can find right here to the right of my answer space. So now that I have all these numbers, we can go ahead and set up our equation. So remember, with dimensional analysis, we're going to, on the right side, put what we are trying to get to, what we're trying to find, which is going to be this drops per minute. And remember, a good rule of thumb is just to check it off or mark it off as you go so you don't accidentally plug something in twice. And then over on the left, I can take any one of these numbers and plug it in, but I'll start here with my ordered dose, which is 1,000 mLs. And I already know I can put that over my time, over 8 hours. And then the last thing I have to plug in is going to be this 20 drops per mil. Now I need drops on the top, that GTT. So we put it on the top per 1 ml. And so what do we see here? We see that mLs can be crossed off and we're left with drops per hour, but that's not what we're looking for, right? We're looking for drops per minute. So we can just convert here. This is where we're going to add our conversion. So we are going to put hours on the top or on the bottom if we need it to cross off. So we are going to put, perfect, yes, on the top. Thank you. So we'll put our 1 hour and then our 60 minutes. So here we see that our hours are going to cross off and we would be left with drops per minute. So now that we've set up our middle, we can go ahead and multiply across. So you're going to take your 1,000 times your 20 times your 1. We get 20,000, right? And then you're going to take your 8 times your 1 times your 60. And what do we get? We get 20,000 over or divided by 480, right? So now that we've multiplied across, we're going to take this and we're going to divide. So what is our 20,000 divided by 480 going to give us? Perfect. So I see we have a 41.6. So when you get these, you get 41.66 repeating. Remember that we needed to round to the whole number, right? We're not going to give 41.6 drops per minute. When we do that, we're going to look to the right of the decimal place here, and we see a 6 and 5 or above, we're going to round up. So we are going to get 42 drops per minute. Did everybody get that? It looks like a bunch of you, so that's great. So we always want to wait and round at the end anytime you're doing any of these problems, which is especially important when you get to those ratio proportion. But here, that's just part of our last step, that verification. You can also plug the number back in and see that it works out. So we all got this 42 drops per minute, and we see that that's correct.